Dog Gadgets Live.
Hello, welcome to Brown Dog Gadgets Live. I'm Amanda, the Education Outreach Coordinator here at Brown Dog Gadgets. Behind the camera, I've got Pete. Today we are going to be building a mummy. But before we do that, if you have not followed us on our social media platforms yet, please do so. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or X, and YouTube. Also, all the projects and products that you see here today and other days can be found at browndoggadgets.com. And then if you have any questions while we're streaming, feel free to chat with us. Otherwise, you can always email us at help@browndoggadgets.com. Now, my sample mummy does have green eyes, so, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, it definitely looks weird. It's kind of fun.
Hold on. I can fix that.
I mean, or we could go to the overhead cam, too.
Let's do that. It's
Okay.
easy. There we go.
So here's our mummy. This one was made, the base layer here is actually construction foam, or like craft foam.
Yeah, craft foam.
Mainly because I could find it in black and couldn't find black felt at the time. Whatever.
Oh, yeah.
The strips are a stiffer felt. And then it's all glued together. It looks a hot mess on the back, so let's not look at that yet. We'll talk about how you can either do it the way I did it, or we've got another option as well.
I just assumed it wrapped all the way around and around and around.
That would be a lot of layers to get through.
And then I saw the back.
And then you saw the back. I mean, it does give the good wrapped effect.
Yeah, it's pretty well done.
Yeah, so we'll see if my other cheater method that I'm going to show you on the one I built today, if it looks as good, or if you got to wrap around the edges. We'll see.
Okay.
So for this one, we do have a black and white template and an in color template. However, I don't know that it really matters. They're both black and white. So pick whichever one you want. This is just an example size strip. You may want your strips skinnier, fatter. You may want them different thicknesses. That completely is dependent on you and your desire for your mummy. All right.
Yeah.
So I once again used craft foam because that's what I could find in black. So we've got that. And then I cut out a bunch of strips. Now, I found that just kind of laying them down and then using regular glue didn't hold them in place as well as I wanted them to, and I didn't want to wait. So today we're using hot glue.
Ooh.
And the great thing about this is it can be so random. So I'm gonna put one like right here. And I'm just gonna build from there. Maybe there's another one here. So we're just gonna build it. We're gonna make sure we leave space for the eyes because I don't really wanna go through a ton of layers of felt to get my eyes to stick because that will not be pleasant. So really the goal was just to make sure that the strips that I cut would be long enough to cover my oval. So really you could freehand it, you could make it smaller. There are a lot of options for this.
Excellent. I know most classrooms aren't equipped to use spray glue, but spray glue would be perfect.
That would. That's probably good.
Yeah.
So for the example I have here, what I did is I trimmed them down to about 1 inch to 1/2 inch sticking over the edge. And then I wrapped those pieces around and hot glued them to the back.
Yeah.
Now that worked well, although I did, get a little hot glue on my fingers every once in a while. Not ideal.
Ow.
But I thought the other option that might work
Scissors.
is if we just cut it close to the edge. It's not going to give you the wrapped feel, but I feel like it might look okay. So let's find out together.
I think that's a good way to level it up or down, depending on who's doing the project, for sure.
And you definitely could just use regular glue if you're going to give it time to dry. And then you wouldn't need to use hot glue in the classroom at all. For those classrooms who don't or can't.
Then you can make it last the entire class hour.
That is very true.
Waiting for glue to dry.
Yep, but then you got to figure out what to do with the students in between.
just silently sit in.
They're so good at
quietness
that,
and-
Pete.
Yeah, are they? Yeah, that's good. Excellent. Good to hear.
So good at that.
Been a while since I was in the classroom, so I'm glad
I
they
can
do
tell.
that now.
All right, let's see. Oh, that works too. I don't like this little edge here. I'll fix that.
And when I taught, I couldn't get anyone to say anything. That was the issue because they were adults.
Yeah, that's fair. So I don't know, which do you prefer? The cut or the wrapped? I mean, it will look much nicer on the back for the cut version.
Is it
But-
the same material? Because I feel like
This one is a little bit more of a yellowish tint to it, mainly because
Yeah,
I couldn't find
that's
a
it.
solid white when I was scourging in the closet.
I'm gonna have to wait until the LEDs are in place. To
That's fair.
answer,
Let's do that part.
question.
All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a safety pin to poke the holes for where I want my LEDs to go. And sometimes I need to kind of wiggle it around in a material that is this porous, just to make sure I'm giving myself a nice hole. And I think this one is gonna have red eyes.
Ooh.
Now I am going to have the longer legs go towards the center, and the shorter legs or the negative be towards the outside. You know what? I think I want this one to wrap around that eye a little bit. Yep, I do. The tricky thing is what I noticed with this one is that I didn't have the eyes level with each other
Okay.
because of the angles with the strips. It was really throwing me off.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, as a body decomposes,
Ooh,
decays, one of the eyes might kind of droop down a bit
droops.
more.
It's
So
true.
that's just how mummies are.
Or you just turn it a little. All right. So then, perfect. We'll flip it over and we're going to lay down our LED legs. I'm going to have the long leg or the positive leg going towards the middle. And I'm going to take the short leg or the negative leg and I'm going to lead it straight down. Now, I did push these flat against the craft foam, and I don't necessarily, I will probably change that because this is a perfect opportunity to make sure we're using the sandwich method with the tape. So I am going to put a layer of maker tape underneath these legs because this craft foam is so porous that it's going to need that. All right, so we've got the positive legs going towards the middle and the negative legs going down. Now we're going to use maker tape to build our circuit. If you've never used maker tape before, maker tape is a nylon conductive tape. It is the far superior cousin to copper foil tape. Copper foil tape rips really easily. It's not always the most conducive in the classroom. Maker tape is super strong. It's great stuff. Z-axis conductive. So I'm going to put a layer right underneath that LED leg. You can see it's above it right now. And then I'm going to take another piece and put it over the top. So that's what I mean when saying the sandwich method, where I've got the maker tape is the bread and the LED leg is the contents of the sandwich.
So if you aren't putting tape under, I get it would be an open face sandwich. A face down.
I mean,
open
yeah, it would be
sandwich.
face down.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
It reminds me of the Butter Battle book.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, you have no idea what I'm talking about.
Nope.
Where the Ukes and the Zooks argue about, it's Dr. Seuss.
Oh. Okay, that helps.
Where the Ukes and the Zooks argue about which way is better to butter their toast, butter side up or butter side down.
What now?
And they're at war because of it.
Oh, does I don't. I'll have
Yeah.
to read
It's
it.
got a good moral.
Okay, they usually do.
Yeah. But they give you something really pointless to point out that sometimes it's just stupid to argue. All right, so I've got both of my short LED legs covered in maker tape with the maker tape underneath as well. And then I'm going to do the same in the middle here. It's going to get a little tight, but that's okay. I'll just lift these up. And I'm gonna almost, sometimes I don't love having the two LED legs right next to each other. I like giving them a little bit of space so the maker tape can actually wrap around each leg. So I'm gonna kind of give them their own little pathways here.
Oh.
There we go. So they're near each other, and they will come in contact, but not right on top of each other. All right, and then we'll do the same thing with this with our sandwich method. Putting a piece right over the top of each of these LED legs. Now for this mummy, it is really up to you on what material you use. I used craft foam and felt. You could use, for the base of the oval, I mean, you could use pretty much anything as long as it's somewhat sturdy. For the strips, it just needs to be able to, well, I was gonna say bend because it needed to bend around the sides, but if you do this method, you could just use strips of paper.
Could you use, I don't know, like a real mummy?
I mean, I don't think that is acceptable in modern society.
You have to use the sandwich method probably for that.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
All right, so now I'm going to connect my two negative pathways with a path down below here. And I'm going to use about an inch worth of maker tape to make a sticky side out tape loop to hold down my battery.
There's your burrito method right there.
My what?
Your burrito method where you roll up the tape. Yeah.
That's gonna go right in the middle.
Mike, I don't think there's a bacon method, is there? Or do you want to use bacon strips for your mummy face? Is that what you're saying? The dog would love that.
That could be fun, but very messy.
Chips would love it.
Very messy.
He'd be very sick, of course.
Mike, you should do it and send us a picture.
Yeah, Mike, you should put bacon strips on your own face, like a mummy, and send us a photo.
All right, so since this is the negative pathway, I want to make sure the negative side of the battery is coming in contact with my tape loop. So positive side up. And then all I need to do is take one more piece of tape, start at the top of my battery here, and run it to these positive LED legs. And it should, oh.
Is it running to both of them?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about the connection
Give
though.
a good press, right?
Yeah. So I'm coming to the back, just making sure that it's actually pressed all the way in, checking my different pathways, because it's probably just a connection somewhere. There we go.
Yeah.
So I'm starting a gaggle of mummies here.
Wow.
I don't know, I kind of like the cut version better.
I definitely like the red eyes. Yeah, I think the cut version gives the illusion of a tighter wrap.
Yeah.
But I kind of like the loose, funky wrap too. I think I like the red eyes though.
I like that you have options.
Yeah, options are always a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know that we have that feature.
Well, then I wouldn't even need to do anything.
Yeah.
It'd be great. You'll just put some strips on my face and we're good to go. Awesome. So this is the mummy, a nice easy project. Gives kids a lot of opportunity to kind of do it their own way, right? Their strips could be really skinny and they sit there for hours gluing strips on.
I was wondering this too. I think you said did you say a gaggle of
I did. I don't know what a group of mummies is called. I called them a gaggle.
I'm sure there's a term for that.
I'm sure there is. Let's put one more strip down here.
Are there any stories, movies, films, books where it's like a whole bunch of mummies? I feel like there's always only one.
There's gotta be.
Times when there's like a flock of them?
A flock.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Flock. I don't know.
I support it.
Gang.
Yeah. It might be a gang. That would be
It's like,
right.
that movie's called The Mummy. It's not The Mummies.
Yeah.
I think there's a band called The Mummies. They all dress up like mummies. That's fun, but we'll figure it out.
Do they have lit up eyes? Because
They probably
not,
do.
it's just not worth it. So the strip size can be whatever the student wants. I mean, they could do really narrow strips. They could do thicker strips. They could do a combination. I think that's just a fun way to make it their own. Yeah. Awesome. So that is our project for today. It's the mummy.
Lovely.
Tomorrow we've got Microbit University using the NeoPixel stick and the potentiometer.
Yeah.
So that should be good. Awesome.
It will be wonderful, I'm sure.
I think so. If you have not followed us on our social media platforms, please do so. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, and YouTube. Also, the guide for this project, as well as all of our other projects, products, and templates, can be found at browndoggadgets.com. And then if you have any questions, feel free to email us at help@browndoggadgets.com. We hope we'll see you tomorrow for Microbit University. Have a good one.
Thanks for watching. Please visit browndoggadgets.com for parts, projects, and curriculum. Follow us on social media at browndoggadgets. We'll see you next time.